What I'm going to cook for you today, corn brisket with a mustard sauce and some treacle Pufftaloons. Let's get to it. Here we have our corn brisket. Not a bad piece of meat, not all that thick. First of all, we'll dry it off. Flip him over. Always like to keep the meat nice and dry. Olive oil. Olive oil for the top. Rub it in. Then we might add a bit of harissa. This is shop bought harissa. Bought it at the supermarket. We don't want too much, but we want to add a bit of a tang to every slice that comes off. I reckon that'll just about do us. We'll just drop them in this dish there and we'll head over to the fire. If I've got a piece of meat that I want to cook slowly, I like to light a bit of a fire in the hole just to warm it up before I put my camp oven in. We'll just get started on this. Yeah, that's got good heat there. We won't need anything underneath it. Drop our piece of brisket in there. What I'll do now, I'll put the lid on. I've got some heat beads warming up over there. We don't want to cook this too fast. I'll put this temperature probe in just so we can keep a bit of an idea on the heat. Whack a few of these on. Up to about 70. We need it to run at about 120 to 150. Probably about an hour and a half, I'd say. Then we'll take it over onto the fire and just grill it. Just to finish it off, get a nice brown coating on the outside. Now for the mustard sauce. We've got 1/3 cup of white vinegar, 4.5 teaspoons of mustard, dried mustard, cup of white sugar, and a large egg. Who would know what size a large egg really is? Well, let's get to it. Crack the egg in this one. There we go. A large egg, 1/2 cup of white sugar. Oh, you've got to beat the egg first. We'll do the vinegar. A 1/3 cup of white vinegar. Four teaspoons of mustard powder. No teaspoon. 4 teaspoons of mustard powder. 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Just give that a bit of mix. See how we go. Look, mixing in that well. Let's have a go at this egg. Well beaten egg. Half a cup of white sugar. A lot of sugar. Definitely says half a cup. There we go. Another hit with the beaters. Well, let's head off to the fire. Let's get this sugar mixer. Whack him in the saucepan. That's not too hot. Just like this to burn. So we'll just sit with it here and keep mixing it until we get it all warmed up. The pot's starting to heat up. This won't take too long. That looks about right to me. Just whack a lid on him. Put him under here to keep him warm. Now, with our Treacle Pufftaloons. Cup and a half of self-raising flour, a third of a cup of thickened cream, a third of a cup of soda water, a tablespoon of treacle, and a pinch of salt. I never cook without a pinch of salt. Mix together, knead lightly, fry until brown, turn over. Let's get started. Cup and a half self-raising flour. Well, that didn't go so well. Make a bit of a well in it. Third of a cup of soda water. I'll just tip that in with the treacle. I've had the treacle over by the fire, warming it up. Tip that in. Third of a cup of thickened cream. We're away. I always like to mix my scones up with a knife. That's what my grandma used to do. Not the time to get the hands into it. You just want it to cling together. Nothing more. Bit of flour. Hand them out. The key is not to knead them too much. We'll just roll them out. Get ready to go. Yeah, it's about good. Roll him out there. Roll him out that way. Yeah, that's about close to it. I don't like my scones to be too big. Our scone cutter. Straight in, straight out. Don't twist. Your scones don't puff up as much. There we have it. 10 little scones ready to be fried. Let's head over to the fire. I'll just run a bit of a check on my brisket, see how it's going. About 120, 130. So that's not too bad. Well, looks like it's coming along pretty nicely. We haven't burnt it yet. 71. I'd say that's nearly ready to go over on the fire for a bit of browning. Might just whack this in a rack and take it over the fire. Oh, that does look nice. Look at this piece of brisket ready to go. Yeah, looks like there's enough heat there. We'll slide this round and sit him on top wherever he fits the best. Now for our Pufftaloons. Plenty of oil. And lots of butter. Now just sit these little fellas in there. Wait till they rise up a bit, then we'll flip them over. And before you know it, we'll be sitting down to a great meal of corned beef, Pufftaloons and mustard sauce. We'll just flip a few of these over now. Sit down again. Look at those. Almost perfect. And there we have it. Our brisket cooked to tea. Pufftaloons. Treacle Pufftaloon. And our mustard sauce. I really am looking forward to this. Well, let's cut this meat up and get into it. That does look very nice. Might just have another piece for luck. Our corned meat. A couple of these Pufftaloons. I might have 3 of them. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Probably not as good as Grandma, but not bad. Now for some mustard sauce. Oh, this stuff does look very nice. Now for the taste test. I think a little bit of that mustard sauce just for a start. Oh yes, very nice. Now a Pufftaloon with mustard sauce. Probably not as good as Grandma's. Now for this corned meat. Yes, the mustard sauce really does make the meal. Corned brisket, Pufftaloons, and a nice cup of tea. What a great lunch.